What's good, YouTube? My name is Tajay, back again with another video. If you're new here, you don't want to be, you want to be true here, so make sure you subscribe. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Pull up a chair, let's have a chit chat. I want to talk about why you feel like you're not qualified enough to step into any room that you walk into, because I know that's what you feel like. We are the only person who tell ourselves that we're not good enough to do something. And if somebody else is telling you that, you need to cut them off. I notice with myself, when I step into a situation, or say if it's just, for example, like a new job, or I receive an opportunity because somebody thought that I was perfect for whatever opportunity that they brought to me, or just like this, posting on videos on YouTube, everybody is presented with the opportunity in their life and they don't feel like they're good enough to do what they need to do in order to be in that arena. I want you to ask yourself that question and get to the root of it, because nobody can answer that question but you. What makes you feel like you're not worthy enough? Just like anybody else in this mug. Like, what makes you think that? I know for me, I'm presented with opportunities that I don't mentally feel prepared for. Yes, I've been asking for all these opportunities and now has been brought to me. However, I don't feel like I'm ready to take it on yet. First of all, God will never put an opportunity in front of you that you are not prepared for. That's why it was brought to you at the time it was brought to you. You're ready for it, but you're just scared to take it on because you're scared to see what the outcome is going to be. Everybody's afraid of change. It's going to happen regardless. So how you're going to change is going to depend on what you feel about yourself. So what are you doing to benefit yourself at the end of the day? How are you benefiting yourself by telling yourself you may not be good enough, so you're not even going to try? How do you even know if you're going to be good at something if you never take the opportunity to even give it a try? And I learned that, my friend told me that like a couple of months ago. She said, you never know if you're going to like that field or not because you never gave it a chance. That could have been your passion. You never know. You're telling yourself you're not good enough. And for what? Because I'm just as good as everyone in here. That's what I do know. That's what I know right now. For an example, the job that I work at now, I've never worked in this field before. I don't know anything about computers, or I didn't know anything about computers, things of such. When I went on my interview, I was like, I'm about to smash this and I'm going to get the job, because that's just what I said. Now, I'm not saying that always worked, but it's just the fact that I had that mindset. So when I went into my interview, everything that came out of my mouth, it gave confidence. It gave, I can do this. It gave, that's how it was portrayed to the people who I was interviewed by. At least that's what I like to tell myself since I got hired. But they really could have just been hiring people just to hire people because they needed some folks. But that's not what I like to go by. Set a goal for yourself. Say, I'm going to excel. I'm going to exceed expectations. Even if that's not a job, you don't have to do it at a regular ass 9-to-5 job. Like, you know what I'm saying? It can be any arena that you're trying to tackle, whether that's like I'm doing now. If YouTube, why do you feel like you're not good enough to post that video? Why do you feel like you don't, like, why do you talk yourself down so much to where you feel like you're not good enough, just like any other mother on here? Excuse me, I'm really trying to work on my language. Oh my God, that's why I bleeped it out. I don't even say it. That's why I gotta stop doing that. I'm sorry. You're the only person telling yourself you can't do it. Did you ever notice that? And if somebody else is telling you you can't do it, like I said, they need to get cut quickly. Regardless if you do have people around you telling you that you're not good enough for something, you should have it enough in you to disregard everything they're saying because you believe in yourself more than anybody. It's good to have people around you that believe in you and things like that, but you're not going to put in the work that needs to be put in unless you believe in yourself more than anybody else. If you can't find that in yourself, find a reason to believe in yourself. Whether, say, if you have a child, I'm going to push the maximum because I want what's best for my kid. That's that. That's a good enough reason. I want what's best for myself because I don't want to be broke no more. That's a good enough reason. Whatever your reason is, stick to that reason and thug it out. If your reasoning is strong enough to you as for why you need to go harder and have the confidence to continue going harder, then why are you trying to question it? Like, why are you questioning that? It's just like manifesting. It's literally all in your head. Everything is in your head. Fake it till you make it. Okay? I do it all the time. I'm going to step into this room and I'm going to leave with something. And when I do leave, y'all are going to remember that I stepped into this room when I got here. You should think about yourself that way too. You can say, I want this, I want that, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. You can say all the stuff you want in the world, but if you're not working towards it, it's not going to mean anything. Your manifestations are not going to happen. I understand you can speak it into existence, but manifestation really is you saying stuff out loud to trigger your brain to do everything you need to do to get there. Everything starts in your head. When you're in school, they say everything starts at home, and it does. But the way I like to say that is everything starts at home. Like I said, you can say how much stuff you want to manifest out loud, but you manifesting it and saying it out loud and saying this is what I'm going to have, that's just like activating everything else in your brain to do whatever you need to do to get there. You're triggering everything in your brain to make sure you're doing things that need to be done in order to get there. That's what manifestation is. You're not just speaking it out just to be speaking it and thinking stuff is just going to be coming to you. It don't work like that. I'm sorry to say it. I understand, like I hear that all the time, like, oh, I manifest this and it just came to me. Girl, no. That was a coinky dinky. My bad. I'm just rambling right now. Yeah. So just to, as my final thoughts, stop telling yourself you can't do something just because the fear of failure. Like, of course, failure is regular. Failure, if anything, is good. Stop taking your failures and keeping it as an L. Take your failures and run with it, and figure out how you failed in that area so you can excel the next time you go in that same area. Like, it's that easy. But anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you got to the end of the video, thank you so much. Please subscribe if you want more. Like and comment if you want to see something else. And I'll see y'all in the next video.